I will tell you 5 main reasons why you need a lens that keeps you close to the action, the Canon EF-M 22mm f2 lens. At the ending of this clip, I will show you a short photo walk made with this lens. Let's begin. First reason, you get more things inside the frame. This lens of 22mm has the full frame equivalent of 35mm. That's a standard wide angle. In tight spaces, this helps a lot. With the longer lens of 40 or 50mm, you can't make too many steps backwards, but with the 22mm lens, there is no problem. You can use it at a concert where you have people right behind you. You can use it in a small room where the walls are close to each other, so it's a savior when it comes to tight spaces. Second reason, it makes you move more. An important phenomenon happens when you don't have the ability to zoom in. You must use your legs and physically get closer to your subject. Closeness creates intimacy. You get to know your subject more, you see more details, and oftentimes you will appreciate your subject more. Zooming with a telephoto lens keeps you distant, maybe even a bit ignorant. I'm not saying that you can't take great shots with the telephoto zoom lens, but closeness brings more to the table. Robert Capa knew something when he was saying, if your pictures aren't good enough, you aren't close enough. Third reason, it can be hard to photograph with this lens, especially for beginners. Now, why is this a benefit? Because it keeps you outside of your comfort zone, and that's where you learn. Without the ability to zoom in, you have to move a lot. When you move, you search for new angles. That's how you find the best one. If we combine this effort with the wide angle of this lens, we have the perfect recipe for building up skills. With the wide angle, we have to stay close to the subject. In a photo shoot, we learn how to better talk with our model. On the streets, we confront our fear of photographing people, and that's how we eventually conquer that fear. On top of that, without the luxury of zooming, we need to pay more attention to what we can exclude from the shot. In time, that makes us great photographers because this lens keeps us outside of our comfort zone. Fourth reason, it gives a realistic point of view. What this lens sees is pretty close to what we see with the naked eye. Give the viewer what nature already provided and he will feel more attached to your photo. With this 22mm lens, we do just that. An advantage here, this lens creates almost no distortions, so you don't have to worry about those. Fifth reason, the size, weight, and image quality. This is one of the smallest lenses Canon ever built. It has only 105 grams. It's easy to carry around. You can have it with you all the time. The image quality is also nice. It always has good sharpness in the middle of the image and the corners are looking good starting with f2.8. I covered more technical aspects in the 15 things about this lens video. Link in the description. For someone that owns an EOS M camera, this Canon 22mm lens is a must-have. I also did a quick photo walk with this lens. You're gonna see it right now. You will better understand the practical benefits. Press that like button if you are enjoying this video. Here we are outside on the bike. I have a Canon M50 with a 22mm lens attached. I was pretty close to those cyclists, but thanks to the wide angle, I managed to get everyone in the shot. 5 cyclists plus the surroundings, the grass on the sides and the whole alley. I like this shot. Now I'm capturing a landscape and the fence of a bridge. Luckily, this lens forces me to stay close to the subject, to walk more. The fence had a secret treasure. Some flowers were planted there, so I took another pleasing shot. If I had a big zoom lens, I would have missed this shot. Here we are in another park, where I want to capture that big clock. The lens bothers me. There are too many things inside the frame, but it also makes me think, how can I make this shot more interesting? So this is it. There were 5 girls enjoying the view. Thanks to this lens, I was able to get an intimate shot with the girls and the nice view that they were looking at. In the streets, I noticed this guy. Look at this shot. It has a realistic point of view. It's like you're there with them on the street. This guy had an interesting print on his clothes. I got closer, with my legs, not by zooming, and got a nice close-up shot. Here we have an old Mercedes Excalibur. While I was admiring the car, two cyclists were passing by. Thanks to this lens, I got both the cyclists and the car in one shot. But by getting closer, because this is what this lens teaches me, I saw more interesting details. I captured the Mercedes ring with the car's windshield behind. Now I got back on the main street, where two big windows caught my attention. I also liked the two trees. Notice that there are no distortion in the frame. The windows, the buildings are nice and straight. Good quality coming from this lens. I waited a bit for some people to get inside the frame, and this is the shot. It's fun to use, you walk more, you think more. It makes you a better photographer. These are the main benefits of this lens. I will make more videos, consider subscribing, and see you on the next one.